Okay, what woman doesn't want a nice, strong and toned backside? If you're working on booty exercises, your glute muscles are the largest area in your body of muscles that help support your pelvis, your core, your knees, and so much more. And today we're going to talk about my top 3 booty boosting exercises that are not squats. My name is Dr. Dawn Andalone. I'm a women's health physical therapist and fitness enthusiast, and I love to talk about different methods of strengthening and weight training and exercises that help support this area of your body that is so important for women, especially if you are dealing with any back pain or you're recovering from an abdominal surgery, a hysterectomy, anything that requires you to be active again, but you're trying to work on really having that midsection be the powerhouse. But your glute muscles, they do help support your knees, and so your knees won't have that breakdown and ache and pain if you are having a strong backside with your glute muscles, working on those and getting stronger. It's going to help your knees and your hips as well. I know a lot of women do have discomfort doing squats, especially weighted squats. They may not be doing them correctly or their knees are bothering them. So we're gonna talk about 3 exercises that are not squats. And the first one, we do a lot in our Pilates classes. I teach a lot of Pilates in the studio that I have, and Pilates exercise does incorporate a lot of glute work, a lot of hip work, and core work too. But this can be done with even a kettlebell or weights in front of your pelvis or a band around your knees. There's different ways of adding more resistance to it, but a simple glute bridge, you're gonna be engaging your core, tightening those muscles, even pulling in from the pelvic floor muscles, and then lifting your bottom up off the floor. So a simple glute bridge looks like this, squeezing those muscles. You're using your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back muscles. And you're gonna do about 10 to 15 of those. Now, I like to add a little more challenge by doing a single leg bridge. So this way you can isolate one side versus the other and really makes the exercise more challenging too. And you're having to compare your right side versus your left side there. So that is a glute bridge. Now the second exercise, we're gonna flip over. So we're gonna stay on our hands and knees, and this is a donkey kick. Now you are going to bend your knee at 90 degrees and imagine your heel is driving up to the ceiling. And so you're tightening and squeezing those muscles as you lift the leg, and you don't wanna arch your back. If anything, keep your abdominals engaged and pull those in so your back stays flat, and then keep that knee 90-degree bent. And we'll do about 10 to 15 on each side. But that way you're pushing against gravity, you're really isolating those glute muscles too. So a donkey kick exercise is very effective as well. Now let's go to what research says is one of the most effective booty boosting and strengthening exercises, called a hip thruster. So I have a padded box behind me, but you can do this at the edge of a bed, at the edge of a couch, a box at the gym, something that's gonna be elevated, because you're gonna take your upper body against there, and you're gonna keep your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you want to engage your core, and you're lifting your hips up from here. So notice how my shoulder blades are staying in contact with the box, but I'm squeezing my glutes as I come up. You may see people go back and forth like this when they're doing that. That's not totally wrong, but you're really gonna isolate those glutes by just moving the hips and moving the pelvis. So this way, I'm really isolating those glutes, and it's really hard to cheat on that exercise. So you can also add weight to it by having a kettlebell right in front of your hips here. I have a weight here. And so it's gonna add more resistance to this exercise. And I'm really digging my heels into the floor and lifting and squeezing my butt muscles as I come up. You may also see people at the gym with a weighted bar across their pelvis, across their hips. That is another way to make the exercise more difficult. But I would like you to start, if you're just starting this, do it without weight. Just get the exercise down, get your form down, and make sure you're really feeling it in your glutes. And doing a set of 10 to 15 of those, a few sets. Now, a hip thruster exercise is the most effective type of hip exercise. So adding that in your routine when you are doing a leg workout and doing some work on the booty exercises that is really gonna help your knees, your hips, your back, and also your ankles too, from the whole chain. If you have strong glutes, that helps all the other joints of your body and supports your pelvis and your midsection as well. If you are a runner, you definitely need to work on glute exercises, or if you go hiking, you walk hills or cycle, anything where you're really staying active, having powerful glute muscles are going to help you cut down on injuries and also help you be better at the sport and be more powerful, stronger, and move more efficiently too. So I hope you learned something in this video. I have other videos on this channel all about different types of exercises to go through and more about women's bodies and how you can feel active and more vital as you age. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon in another video.